I've been a resident of Fort McMurray for the last 40 years. I noticed the sky changed color in the back of the house, and I looked out the window, and it didn't look right. Well, you know, for the first 12 hours, give or take, that's how long it took us to head to Conklin, which is probably about an hour and a half drive from here. It took us over 12 hours to arrive in Conklin, where we spent the rest of the evening. It was about 5 o'clock in the morning in the parking lot. In our cars, we just had a snooze in our cars, waiting for the gas to open up so we could gas up and carry on down south. Arrived in St. Albert about 24 hours later, and that's when we started to group with some other folks from Fort McMurray, and talking about the devastation, seeing it on the television, and that's when you really got a grasp of what's happening, because again, we were in our cars for the last 12 to 24 hours heading south. So again, other than social media on your telephones, etc., and everything was so jammed up too, your phone didn't work half the time. So it wasn't until we arrived in St. Albert where we really got a good feel for the devastation. To be perfectly honest, I didn't think it was going to go. I figured it might be a little while before we're home again. That therefore grab the passports in case we had to go someplace. But other than that, no, I didn't think in this day and age that this would take place. There's no way we're going to lose our home. There's no way. As I'm looking at Abbotsar, Beacon Hill, which is clearly on fire, I just can't believe this is happening. Well, they're going to contain it there. It won't get across the river. So yeah, I didn't think at that point when I left the house here that my house was in any danger. Certainly is. Yeah, this is certainly a new opportunity for sure. Of course, your attitude changes after a disaster like that. You see it on the news all the time, growing up, etc. And geez, these poor folks. But when it happens to you, it really turns things around. Me personally, it gave me a new perspective on life and what's important to me. Well, I'll tell you, a year ago, of course, the economy was a little different. We were in a different scenario and situation back then. All the folks on the street, we were each dealing with our own little situations where we were all dealing with them uniquely. Again, so the day of the fire, when we all left, we all had our issues we were dealing with in terms of what was happening with Fort McMurray and the economy, etc., and moving forward. It was a tough place to be at that time. So when you quickly, when you realize that your home is gone, and I say home, I've been here for a long time, and this is my home. This is where I started in Abbotsar 40 years ago. This is not how this is not how it ends. There has to be another chapter. So it has to be another home. It has to be rebuilding and starting fresh again. It has to be helping my neighbors, helping other folks in the community any way I can at all, and just let them know we got to do this. And if I can do it, guys, you can do it too.